Hey everyone, Rosalind here and welcome to another daily devotional. Today we're talking about a biggie, forgiveness. Now, before you shut down, walk away, switch it off, tune out, just stick with me for the next couple of minutes. Most people would rather walk over hot coals than forgive someone. And I'm no different, I have to say. But that reaction or this such strong resistance to forgiveness is usually based on two things. One is the strong feeling that that person cannot be let off with what they did, and that in forgiving them, you're saying it's all okay. And the other thing is our fear, and this is the throat chakra. So in this one, we're covering forgiveness is the heart chakra, the fourth, and also our will and choices, which is the fifth chakra. And our fear and our choices based in this chakra don't want us to change. They want everything to stay exactly as it is because we know this space. Even when it's uncomfortable and not pleasant, it's familiar. And in forgiving someone, it will require changes in our choices. And our fear is not happy about that. So let's talk about these two things just very briefly. First of all, forgiving someone is absolutely not saying it's all okay, it's fine, it doesn't matter. It's not about that at all. The mere fact that forgiveness is even in the discussion demonstrates that something bad happened. If there was nothing wrong and it wasn't that big a deal and, it's okay, whatever, forgiveness wouldn't be in the equation at all. So the very fact of the act of forgiveness and the topic of conversation and the need for forgiveness is valid. Makes valid the fact that something bad happened that requires forgiveness. So forgiveness is nothing about saying it's okay, it doesn't matter, whatever. It's not about that at all. So that's one part of it. The other part, our fear around our choices and wanting us to stay in exactly the same position, is that our energy is connected to that person that we have not forgiven because we haven't forgiven them. And so the mere fact that the forgiveness aspect opens a communication, the act opened it, and then our lack of forgiveness keeps it open. And so we channel part of our energy into that hurt, that pain, that betrayal, that disappointment, that shock, that devastation, the embarrassment, the shame, the humiliation, whatever these emotions are around whatever the thing is. We pour our energy into that, feeding these things every time it comes to mind, and we still feel that sharp. We give our energy, not that other person, not the perpetrator's energy, our energy that feeds and strengthens all these negative emotions every single time that person comes to mind or that situation. And usually for most of us, these situations and the lack of forgiveness goes on for decades, sometimes lifetimes. That's very normal. So this is, please don't feel bad about that. That's being a human being. But the minute we realize that forgiveness is 100% and only all about us, it should change the picture for you. Because what forgiveness does is us saying to ourselves through our own choices, I no longer want to give my energy to that other person and that situation. I want to pull my energy back from that and keep it for myself to empower me. And then realizing it wasn't okay, it was a bad thing, it did have consequences that you have had to live with, but you are keeping yourself stuck, not that other person. Their life continues on. They don't even need to know that you have decided to forgive that situation. This is a private matter for you only, and that's your own personal decision. But give that some space today. Ask your heart, is there anybody I need to forgive? And then listen with an open mind. You don't need to dive in and forgive them today. Just don't shut it down. Just say, okay, I'm really uncomfortable about this, but I'll give you some space to just be in my back of my mind, and then just give it some space and see what comes up. And again, feel free to any comments below. I'd love to share or chat through anything, whatever you would like to share. And I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you in our next daily devotional. Bye.